She's a fool. Whoopi Goldberg would like you to know she gets a huge paycheck, huge, over at The View, but she's still just a common person who works for a living. I'm not sure where she's going with this, but let's listen together. SOT 23.
What made you even want to get on that show?
Because I needed a job.
You know what I mean?
I needed a job. Barbara offered me a job. She said, we just lost one of the people on the show. Would you consider coming over? And I had been doing a radio show.
Yes, recently Whoopi Goldberg had an interview with this Hollywood actress, and she said a lot of things, complaints about issues that Megyn Kelly is about to raise on these videos. And she went further to talk about how the Trump administration is trying to erase history. On this clip, we are going to take an exclusive look into what is going on exactly.
Barbara offered me a job. She said, we just lost one of the people on the show. Would you consider coming over? And I had been doing a radio show.
Yeah.
And I said, absolutely, yeah. And so she brought me over, and it's like I've been crazy glued to that chair.
Oh, my gosh. What do you love about it? Because, I mean, first of all, the show is called...
I love the check.
I can only imagine what that check is.
No,
it's fabulous.
Can't. No, trust me. You can't.
I love that.
You would be shocked. Listen, you would be
and
shocked.
Welcome to The View. I can play her, guys. No.
Yeah, but as soon as they showed you that check, you'd be like, what the...
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I love it. Praise God. Praise God.
It is what it is.
Okay. I can't totally tell there if she's suggesting it's incredibly large or incredibly small. But Yashar Ali, independent journalist, is reporting that he did reporting on Whoopi not long ago, and she was getting paid $6 million a year. So if she's lamenting it's too strong, she's a fool. It's too low. She's a fool. And if she's lamenting or bragging that it's too big, she's unlikable. I mean, either way, this is not a great comment. But she actually goes on to just suggest she understands the plight of working people out there right now because of her pay, because she's just a working girl and she needs to work. This is the point that she was making in this podcast. I work for a living, and therefore I understand people who are having a hard time. I appreciate that people are having a hard time. Me too. I work for a living. If I had all the money in the world, I would not be here, okay? So I'm a working person, you know? My kid has to feed her family. My great-granddaughter has to be fed by her family. I know it's hard out there. I don't think she does know. I don't think she knows a thing.
Yes, if the View pay has not exceeded her residual checks from acting after over 25 years of being on the show, then I must assume that the View paycheck is equivalent to like a 400K retirement check. This is according to people arguing about what she said here. There is something really concerning that drew my attention on this whole clip. Whoopi Goldberg tells actress Palmer that the Trump administration can't erase the history of minorities and feminists because all these cultures will keep passing down their stories orally. At some point, I saw this. I did not like to go into details because she's fond of this. This is a podcast that did not even warrant Trump's name to be mentioned in it, but they still went ahead to do that.
Something that we had talked about it before, and I meant to come back to it when we were talking about the money and stuff. Because I'll say for me, this is one of the main reasons I've diversified. Mm-hmm. And I can beg and I can kick and I can scream to my industry and say, pay me more for this and pay me more for that. But there's a certain thing as precedent, because a lot of times the only thing we're talking about is banging, 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 and then handout. It's never, here's how to get around it. Here's how to make it work for you. Here's how to set your boundaries and create the landscape. And so I just find myself, when I hear the conversations, wanting to talk about the other side of it. Doesn't mean that I don't agree or understand their POV, but, you know, this is a reality.
Listen, Everybody will do what they need to do to get what they need. You know, if this is what you got to do, this is what you got to do. You know, it's always great to have allies who can help.
Making in this podcast. I work for a living, and therefore I understand people who are having a hard time. I appreciate that people are having a hard time. Me too. I work for a living. If I had all the money in the world, I would not be here, okay? So I'm a working person, you know? My kid has to feed her family. My great-granddaughter has to be fed by her family. I know it's hard out there. I don't think she does know. I don't think she knows a thing. Glenn, your thoughts?
You know, I saw the Yashar Ali post too, and it was based on this Hollywood Reporter article that summarized that interview you just showed. And it was very definitive that she was saying, my salary is so incredibly abundant and gigantic at The View that you would be shocked if you actually saw it. Like, that was just the interpretation they assumed she meant. And I don't, who goes around saying that? Like, you won't believe how much money I'm making. It would shock you.
I'm so rich.
There was like, yeah, I'm so rich. I have infinite money. But the reason why I wasn't sure that it was that was
If you take a look at what she said on this video, it is like the Trump administration is struggling to change history, which to me, it is not true. According to this tweet, Democrats are the ones trying to change history to fit their ideologies. They are starting in school by not teaching by the history books. They are putting their own DI spin on everything and trying to erase real history. This is exactly what the Trump administration has been struggling to fight for a very long time. You know, refusing to take in people because of this issue of DEI. And it triggered Democrat, like, what do you mean by DEI? It has been a problem to them for a very long time. If you take a look at what Whoopi is trying to say here, it's like she's forgetting they are the ones singing this every day on The View, but now struggling to change it, like the Trump administration is trying to do what Democrats have been struggling to put out for a very long time.
You can take down as many signs as you want to. That's not going to stop us telling the stories. We know our history. The Irish know their history. The Japanese know their history. The Chinese know their history. Black folks know their history. Women know their history. You can't stop the oral part, because that would mean you'd have to get into our brain and shut it down.
You can't do
You
that.
can't do that.
Too
So
much
people
chatter.
need to remember why it's important to always talk about what you know, who you are, where you've been. Native Americans, they know their history. They know how they saved us. What did Black people do to this administration that has allowed it to really stigmatize folks of color?
This is exactly what I was talking about. You know, Whoopi here was trying to make like the Trump administration is doing this, trying to erase history. Look at what Democrats have been doing, trying to enforce different ideologies into people. Yeah, they are changing history. I don't know if the Trump administration is coming on struggling to delay this issue of DEI. That is not deleting history. I don't want to prolong the video. I'm ending here. God bless you. Please hit the video. As the short clips at the end, that's the right everything. You can always skip.
It's been wonderful watching you grow up, and you have just blossomed, turned into this fabulous actress.
Sunny from The View. I am so sick of you and Whoopi.
Don't do it. We will be okay if you.
Diversity for diversity's sake being crammed down our throats.
The Hunger Games.
Loves to work. It's, you know, I had a group of guys, you know.
Is cool.
And of that UFC fight, because
Do this again. All eyes on California. You can see exactly what's happening.
Was on here in the Golden State.
In 39 days, we will know.
Fun of people.
And so this is my life.
Telemachus,
Penelope,
Antinous, Odysseus,
Athena,
Telemachus.
This clip of Elliot Page is going to be what takes the Odyssey movie.
Yes, please, if you've been watching me for some time, if you see any mistake and you think I should correct, please drop under the comment sections. I want to adjust this program